The following portion of Studio 4 is sponsored by Panhandle Legends.
Welcome back, everyone. The history of the Panhandle is long and full of larger-than-life individuals who became legends while creating the world we live in today. Quanah Parker is perhaps one of the most famous of these historical figures. Here's what makes Quanah Parker a Panhandle legend.
Panhandle Legends presents Quanah Parker. His mother was a white captive who grew to cherish and embrace her new Comanche family. His father was renowned Comanche chief Quanah. He grew to be a great warrior and chief in his own right, leading his people in battle and resistance to white encroachment, and later as respected elder and leader in peace. He was a successful statesman, cattleman, and businessman who had a town and railroad named in his honor. He knew presidents, cattle barons, and military leaders, but he never forgot his roots or his Comanche heritage. I am Nancy Parker Bowles. Quanah Parker is my great-grandfather, and he is a true Panhandle legend.
All right, joining me now to talk more about the amazing life of Quanah Parker, our good friend, King Hill, and Nancy Parker Bowles, Quanah's great-granddaughter. Welcome to you both. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
And you look amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about the amazing life that Quanah had and what he brought to the Panhandle?
Well, he brought a whole new world to his people.
Yeah.
Because he, assimilated to the civilization. Mm-hmm. He was a very smart statesman.
Yeah.
Cattle baron, railroad owner. I mean, it just goes on and on.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So tell me about what you're wearing today and what you brought. You look amazing.
Well, this is my mother's regalia that she would wear in her powwows.
Wow.
It's all of it was made for her. A friend made a dress, and another one made her breastplate, and
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Now, in the package, we mentioned some of the accomplishments of Quanah Parker, and you mentioned a little bit about it before. So, tell us about some other impact he's had on the High Plains.
Well, incredible. He had his own railroad, the Quanah Parker Railroad. Yeah. Great friends with, of course, all the cattle barons, including Charles Goodnight.
Yes.
And just incredible. I mean, he was a man of two different worlds, and was respected and successful in both.
Yeah, good. Well, tell us about some of the ways that the Panhandle still honors him today.
Well, in a number of ways. Years ago, we got the city of Amarillo to establish a day in September as Quanah Parker Day.
Yes.
My father's wonderful bronze bust of Quanah is at the airport with information about Quanah, so people coming and departing from Amarillo can learn about Quanah Parker. There's another statue of my father's at the amphitheater of Quanah Parker. There's a beautiful exhibit that my wife and I donated to the Square House Museum in Panhandle of two statues of Quanah, a Comanche, bow and arrow, other information. So Quanah's story, Quanah's legend lives.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you are no stranger. You guys have known each other for a long time. Your families assimilated together. You guys have grown to love each other, right?
Yes.
Right.
Well,
very much.
He actually is my tribal brother because he was adopted into the Comanche family.
I love that story. I love that story. So if our viewers want to go find out a little bit more about Quanah and his legacy, where would you suggest to go?
Use every source available. Of course, go to the web.
Okay.
There's a lot of books out there, some good, some not so good.
Right.
But they can contact different museums. There's a wonderful museum, Comanche Museum in Lawton, Oklahoma. Okay. And boy, I think Nancy and I would be in agreement. That's a great source.
Okay,
really is, yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you both again for being here, and appreciate you. As always, King, great to see you. You guys stick around. We've got some more Studio 4 on the way.
The preceding portion of Studio 4 is sponsored by Panhandle Legends.